Okay, very quickly. As I said, this is the second video I'm making on this topic. There's been a few questions about it, and I thought let me just tidy both of them up very quickly. I've done a previous video about this before, but I'll do a quick one specifically just focusing on this. So the question is, you've hooked up your Mackie DL series mixer to your DAW. How do you configure the settings within Master Fader to ensure that you can hear what's coming out of your DAW? So say for example you turned on a metronome, for example, or you have some sort of a click track going and you want to be able to hear that. Well, there's two ways of doing it. You could send the audio out of your headphone jack into a channel within Master Fader and then use Master Fader's aux outs traditionally in their traditional configuration to play that, but you've got issues with latency, etc. So you might find that the timing may not be the same for everybody, depending on how you're doing the project. If everyone's listening to the same thing, then that's fair enough at that time. But if you have a situation where some people are coming to do it directly on the track, and you might find there's a mismatch in timing, so just be careful of that. But yeah, if you want everybody to be on at the same time and at the same timing, then the best way to do it, or at least in my opinion, is just to change your routing settings to cover for that. So currently at the minute, whilst I'm doing this video, I'm monitoring myself directly from the headphones output. But if you come here into what I call the routing section, come to output. See, I've already done it here. If you map everything to either, so if it's in mono, map everything to either just USB 1 or either just USB 2. It doesn't matter which one you use. This will then play back any sound from your DAW, all right, through the USB out, through to your Mackie, and then through to whatever channels people are monitoring on. So if they want to be able to hear what they've just recorded as they're recording, so you record something, boom, you do a new layer, a new track, sorry. Say they want to now do ad-libs, or you want everybody listening together, then that'll be a cool way of doing it. So just if you're coming out of your DL32 in mono, i.e. you're using just one of the aux channels on its own per channel, then do it that way. If you're coming out in stereo, then USB 1 becomes your left and USB 2 becomes your right. And this is something I've explained in previous videos, but essentially if you go to your USB channels, or even on different types of mixers, normally they'll create the mixer in such a way that USB 1 and 2 is these are the two channels that send the signal out of your device. So you'll find that any channel you can hook up mic pre 6 or mic pre 7 or whatever to USB 1 and 2, but those are the only two channels you'll be able to hear at one time. Obviously I've shown you guys already in previous videos how to get all 32 channels out, including your effects, etc., from this Mackie DL32 to your DAW. But that's a different thing altogether. In this case, now you want to be able to listen back, or listen exactly to what's happening within the DAW. And you do that by mapping all your channels that you're using for monitoring to USB 1 in mono or USB 1 and 2 in stereo. Now I actually have a stereo pack hooked up to my DL32, and that stereo pack is on it's on XLR 1 and 2. So I can monitor back listening to a stereo mix through those stereo headphones. But obviously if you just have mono, just leave it as either 1 or 2. It doesn't really matter which one you're using, it'll still be the same. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any further questions on this, by all means, send me an email or drop me a question, etc. I'll be more than happy to answer. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. That's peace out from me.